Here we go. We're going to solve today for missing angles. It's the same kind of stuff we did yesterday, but all of your x's this time that you're going to be solving for are going to be angles. So we're going to be looking at sine -1, cosine -1, tangent -1 for today's homework, okay? In today's notes. Please whip out your calculator, turn it on, and make sure that you are in degree mode.
I don't remember how to do that.
You're going to push the mode button and be sure the black box is around the word degree. You can, but we have to find, this first one we're finding a missing side like we did for homework. Okay, so this first example is just a recap of what you did last night for homework. Find the length of AB to the nearest tenth. So, AB is what I'll call the base of our triangle. First thing we do is find the angle we're going to use. Second thing we do is label our triangle based on that angle. And now we're going to pick.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. So the two sides we have information about are the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So this trig function we're going to use has to involve adjacent and hypotenuse.
So it's the
Cosine, and our angle measure goes right next to it, x over 125.
multiply.
Yes, we multiply both sides by 125.
Why would you do that? Can't you just put it in the thing?
We need to get x by itself. It's currently dividing, so we are going to multiply. So your handy dandy calculator, you're doing 125 cosine 32. And don't forget to round.
Listen to me. So I did the one on the homework. Is that whole? Well, is this right?
106.
106? I agree.
I'm doing
Thank
it
you.
different.
You just go.
I'm putting it.
125.
Did you do cosine 32 and then times
Yeah.
125? That's fine. Just be sure you close the parentheses after the 32.
All right.
Yep.
Cosine, sine,
Yes.
tangent. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are just.
So that was yesterday and last night. Well, let's move on to today. To solve for a missing angle, we're going to do the same kind of process. You're going to find that angle that they're talking about. In this case, it's angle B. You're going to label the triangle, just like we've been doing. So hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. You're going to pick which trig function you're going to use. So which one will we use for this second example? Yes. Sine, right? So contour, so sine of x. We need to find that angle measure. Sine of x is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, so 3 over 5.
No, what do you do? Just 3 times 5.
Thank you for asking. To solve this time, you're going to use the inverse function. And we did it earlier this week.
You did?
We did. I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator. I will come back for those of you that are writing.
Oh, you got to do.
Yep. So this is, what are we using?
Whoa.
Sine. So second sine, and you type in 3 divided by 5.
Hold on.
And when you push enter, that's the angle measure for B. What are we rounding to?
37.
Nearest degree, so it'll go up to 37.
That was after the first.
Wow. So x is equal to 37 degrees. Let's go right on to number 3, please. This time, they didn't give us words to know what angle, they told us where X was. They told us what we're missing. So we're gonna start the whole thing from the beginning. Same old, find your angle. There, got it.
How do you-
Label the triangle. How do I what?
Know which one's your angle.
It's telling me this time it's an X. Up here it told me find the measure of angle B. So the words of the problem are telling me.
What's the M for?
Measure. Measure of angle B is what that says.
So is that always going to be an error with the hypothesis?
Well, yeah, maybe. Let's wait till we get to the back. There's a little surprise in store for you. Now I just ruined it. Okay, we did our angle, we labeled our triangle. Step 3, we have to pick which trig function we're going to use. Correct. We need tangent. And the angle is what we're missing, so we need to put an X right there next to tangent. And it is opposite over adjacent. -1. Yes, that
You have
inverse
to negative
function.
one this?
Yes, because we're looking for the angle.
So it's -5.
So 32
What are we supposed to round to?
nearest degree.
It's
Okay.
32.
So 32 degrees. Nice.
So X equals 32.
Mhm. Let's go on to letter B.
Oh, I think I know.
Step number 1, find your angle. Step number 2, label.
This is at the end of this one.
Good. Step number 3, we're going to pick. So we have adjacent and hypotenuse.
What is this
Cosine.
Oh, good.
I don't.
Do you have a pencil sharpener?
Yes, there's 2 electric, one by the computer and one by the back wall. So, what'd we say? Cosine?
What is this? I always forget how to.
Yes, Justine, 41 is correct.
No, that's what I said. So what is it, 41?
To the back. Oh, cool! Look at number 4!
Hey, number 6 has hot air balloon.
about it?
They're
It's
just
easy.
twisted around upside down, inside out, backwards.
Yeah, that's.
Okay? You're right. Whoever said so, you're absolutely right. Doesn't matter how the triangle is situated. Our steps don't change. Number 1, find the angle. Number 2, label. Number 3, pick.
It's, hold on.
Can you just turn on our
Cosine,
paper?
cosine.
It is cosine.
How do you know it's X? Like, I don't, like.
They're telling us that we have to find the angle. So that's how we know.
Oh,
Okay?
my gosh.
The problem will tell you.
What about when you have the number there?
Then it'll be like what you did for homework, and it'll still tell you whether which side you have to find. Either there'll be an X or it'll say it in the problem. They'll tell you. I know.
So
That's
49.
no.
Hold on. 48.
To the nearest degree, it's 48 degrees.
Oh, yeah, don't get around that.
Okay? Letter B, ready, set, ready, go. Here's our angle. Label. I know this is the hypotenuse because it's opposite the 90-degree angle. You might have to draw in that arrow and really take a second and think about what you've got when these pictures get turned around. I know this is the side opposite because there's my angle, which leaves the adjacent side to be labeled last.
I just did tan.
Good. We're gonna pick our trig function based on the sides that we have. And opposite over adjacent. So, again, we're rounding to the nearest.
So 23.
Yep. Rounded to the nearest degree. Go ahead.
When I type tan into the calculator, do I put that X in it or no?
No. When you're going to your calculator for this, you need second tan and then 5 divided by 12 to find the angle. Okay? All right, let's pretend that these beautiful pictures are something that you actually might care about in your life. A flagpole is 45 feet high. It makes a shadow on the ground that's 52 feet long. We can find what's called an angle of elevation here. So this is our angle we have to find. Label. Pick.
The tangent, right?
So 41.
Is it?
You can use the X or you can use the A that's in the picture, your choice.
So 45.
And again, you're rounding to the nearest degree. Yes, Tyler, you're correct.
So is that what we do for the other one?
Yeah, yep, for this hot air balloon, same idea. We're finding that angle of elevation for the rope. So this is our hypotenuse,
So
opposite. And
it's just this, so whatever.
it'll be sine. Yes. We only sin in church, we don't sin in math class.
Well, that's how it's spelled.
I know, but it's an abbreviation. It's
For what?
S-I-N-E, and it's cosine and tangent.
So you actually have a spot right there, yeah. That's just confusing.
Oh wait, it was an E, wasn't it?
Why did you make it an E?
Well, I just stuck with the problem the way it was presented to me. Doesn't matter. Not the end of the world if you went with an X by any means.
So is this really what all our homework is?